Ah yes, aloha everybody. There's a square table here. Actually, Roberto going solo once again. So speaking of this going solo stuff, coming up we should be doing our expectation review on Ford versus Ferrari. Now, before we actually do that, which will be tomorrow night, yeah, we're gonna be watching that tomorrow night. Three of us will be watching Ford versus Ferrari. For me personally, Ford versus Ferrari. Heading into it, I guess this is my little early expectation, or actually, a little quick early expectation of the movie. When I think of 2019 so far this year, we had a lot of movies, and for the most part, I think I did this in another video. I guess I'm gonna do this technically the same thing again, ain't I? Well, I don't know, maybe not, but anyways, so far heading into November, I'm going in probably like a D+ there yet, because a lot of the movies that were supposed to hit didn't exactly hit. Your John Wicks didn't hit, your was that Endgame didn't hit. Now I know the argument for Endgame is, I get it. It was a nice, solid ending to the Marvel movies. It was a nice send off to Iron Man. I mean, I get all of that. It's just for me personally watching it, it wasn't to me as fulfilling as it was as Infinity War the year before that. And John Wick 3 in general wasn't the same. Like, I guess I didn't really understand the story. I mean, I watched the first two, this story in the third movie. And then there's obviously a bunch of movies I missed. I missed Joker. Now, eventually I'm going to watch Joker eventually. Actually, when it gets on maybe Netflix or something. I'm not planning to watch it in the theater, because right now, I don't know if I'm going to watch it in the theater. I'll probably just watch it on Netflix if it gets to Netflix. Besides that, I mean, there's a lot of other movies I supposedly missed this year. I mean, when I think about some of these other movies I missed probably some quality movies, but then again, I'm not 100% sure on that. It's just so far, heading into this last part, we got Ford versus Ferrari, which I have some high expectations on Ford versus Ferrari. At least, hopefully this movie hits, man, because if this is anything similar to Rush, or a better version of Rush, then this movie will hit. Like, the movie Rush was the other movie about racing, and this movie also is about racing, Ford versus Ferrari, so this is another movie about racing, which I guess, like I said, depending on the subject matter, it's about, Ford versus Ferrari, the racing, and only two. Hopefully, you got Matt Damon and Kristen Bell playing. The thing is, they got them on the Ford side. The Ferrari side, I'll be honest, I don't even know who's on Ferrari side, so that's what's going to make this movie interesting, because you got Matt Damon and you got Kristen Bell both on the Ford side. Ferrari side, it sounds like it's going to be kind of like maybe not really nobodies, but probably some lesser name actors, so that'll be interesting. And then besides Ford versus Ferrari moving forward, I'm looking for 21 Bridges, and obviously Knives Out. Hopefully Knives Out will be good. And then, in December, Jumanji 2, Star Wars, actually hopefully Rise of the Skywalker. I mean, there's a lot of spoilers that came out. Hopefully these spoilers are not true, these rumors are not true. I mean, I tried to not pay attention to it. I mean, I watched some of it, but I didn't really get the big reveal of what the thing is. I mean, I started to watch some of the spoiler portion, but I didn't really get it spoiled, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, there's speculations on crazy shit's gonna happen. All I know is my personal opinion heading into Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. What I'm going to hope for, anyways, since I'm just gonna put this in one video. One, Kylo Ren needs to die. He doesn't need to come back as a Force Ghost. He doesn't need to be redeemed. Kylo Ren needs to die. Period. Needs to die. Also, too, I personally don't care who Rey's parents are. In general, the way they did her story in general, they already effed it up. She's OP for no reason, except in the trailer, this one, she'll show a little training. So I guess that would help a little bit, but the problem is, why is she so OP or overpowered? She just literally, seriously, I mean, let's start with the original Force Awakens movie. To me personally, I don't know, the way I saw that one shot, I thought she killed Kylo Ren in the that first movie. Seriously, the way she swung that lightsaber, the way that thing looked like it connected, it looked like it took his head off. Okay, literally looked like it took Kylo Ren's head off, but no, he has a little scar under his eye. I'm like, all right, this is some bad editing or what, but I swear to God, that shot looked like that would have took his head off, okay? Would have took Kylo Ren's head completely off, okay? But it failed. So besides that, then, heading into The Last Jedi. Now overall, think about it years later of, The Last Jedi. Was it really as bad as they say? I guess that's personal opinions on if it was really terrible. It probably, to me, I think about it, if I be honest, if I saw it at home, I think I've been okay. It's just watching it in the theater, it was really disappointing watching The Last Jedi in the theater. If I was watching it at home in general, I thought it was okay. Besides that, man, like I said, heading into this last Skywalker movie, I'm just gonna hope that Kylo Ren needs to die. Personally, Kylo Ren needs to die. I don't understand why Palpatine's in this movie. That makes no sense, and I don't know. I don't get why he's in this movie, and I don't know. I just hope that JJ can just save it, or at least try to save Star Wars or something. Because if not, you know, there is the Mandalorian, and hopefully we will get some other Star Wars movies after this movie. But from rumors has it that Bob Iger might actually slow down the Star Wars. That sounds kind of disappointing. Slow down Star Wars, and not only that too, they did lose the guys from Game of Thrones, the Weiss and Benioff. They decided not to no longer continue Star Wars, which who knows what the real story now, and that would be kind of surprising. But besides that, you know, Star Wars, and that will probably end the year. And then to sum it up, hopefully some of these movies will save it. If not, I think I'm gonna finish maybe a C- this year. Maybe I'm hoping it's at least a C+. I mean, honestly, like, heading into it this year, 2019, I thought you had enough movies. You thought the expectation, maybe like I said, maybe the expectations were just too high for 2019 movie-wise. But we'll see if the last 2 months deliver. You know, Knives Out, Ford versus Ferrari, 21 Bridges, even Frozen 2, which I probably will check out Frozen 2. Yeah, I gotta check out Frozen 2. I gotta make sure I check out Frozen 2. Frozen 1 was pretty good, so I gotta check out Frozen 2. Hopefully check out Frozen 2. And that's really about it. So in December, Jumanji stuff. Oh yeah, what was that movie? Was it Liar's Game or? Well, I forget the other movie, but that might be pretty good. But besides that, like, comment, subscribe, and remember, tomorrow we will be doing a video on Ford versus Ferrari, and I think Gregatron said he's gonna pull a double. Yeah, I think he said he's gonna pull a double. So maybe also I mean, me and my cousin probably will not be watching the other movie, but supposedly he might be doing Charles Angels in a double take. So check that out for tomorrow. There's a square table. Roberto signing out. Aloha, everybody.